Hi, this is Dave Williams, and you're watching Rib Tips. Today, we're going to be making barbecued macaroni and cheese. My God, it sounds delicious, doesn't it? So here we go. The first thing we're going to start off with some poblano chilies. They're also called pasillas. So if you go to the grocery store and you're looking for poblanos and you just see pasillas, which is P-A-S-I-L-L-A, that's a poblano. So we're going to finish looping up the rest of these guys. So like I was saying, we're gonna grill these up on the grill. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna give a nice smoky flavor. Another thing I'm gonna put in are some jalapenos, okay? These are pretty hot, and the pasillas, or the poblanos, are pretty mild. And occasionally you'll find a random one that kind of gets some extra heat to it, but all in all, they're mild. Okay, so let's take these to the grill. So after the coals are good and ready, you prepare a 3-zone fire, okay? Put your grill on top, let it warm up, and today I'm using some hickory wood. It gives a nice light smoky flavor. So I'm putting the peppers on, I'm gonna cook them directly, and put the lid on. You wanna wait a few minutes and check them out, rotate them around, and you'll see a nice charring on the skin. Yep. Flip around, make sure you don't burn yourself. Okay. And, of course, add more wood chips. We're gonna wait a few more minutes, and we're gonna flip them again. Okay? You want all the sides to be charred. So depending on the heat of your fire, it should take about 8, 10, maybe even 15 minutes to cook up the peppers. Okay? Just put them in a bowl and bring them on inside. Okay, so now you pulled them off the grill and you want to keep them in the bowl. What we're going to do next is we're going to wrap it up with some plastic wrap. And by covering it up with the plastic wrap, it's going to steam the skin right off the peppers. Okay? That's a little trick. Okay? Check it out. So let it rest for about 15-20 minutes. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes, and these guys had time to sit, okay? It's still gonna be a little warm. Just take the plastic wrap off a little bit, and let's pull this guy out. As you can see, the skin is just coming right off the chili. Super easy, comes off really nice. Sometimes if you scrape it, just be very careful that you don't tear the meat. I mean, if you scrape it a little bit, it's okay, but you just don't want to sit there. You want to do it very lightly. Okay? Because who wants to chew on all the skin? I know I don't. So after we pull all the skin off, what we're going to do is we're going to trim. We're going to trim the top off. Because we don't want the stem, and we definitely don't want the seeds. Okay? So I'm going to open it up. And I like to scrape the seeds off with the backside of my knife. It just seems to do a better job scraping. And if you scrape your knife on your cutting board, it's not going to dull your knife at all. Okay. So I've cleaned all the poblanos, I've taken all the seeds out, taken all the skins out, and all the garbage is in this bowl, okay? Oh, what are the latex gloves for, you ask? Well, it's time for your examination. No, actually, I'm gonna be doing the jalapenos next. And since they have a lot of heat, I don't wanna get it on my fingers. Would you? You know, because there's times where you have an itch in your eye, and you scrape, oh, now your eye's burning, right? Oh, I gotta pick my nose. Don't pick your nose. It's really gross. Right, now your nose is burning, okay? So keep protected, wear some gloves, okay? So we're gonna do the same exact thing. We're gonna scrape the skin off and we're gonna take the seeds out. That's where all the heat's at, okay? So let me get to it. So we're gonna take that sucker out because we just want the flavor of the jalapeno and we don't want the heat per se. Okay. So I'm just gonna cut it up into very small pieces, okay? Well, we're gonna set this aside until we're ready to put it in the rest of the mac and cheese mixture, okay? So we're gonna boil the macaroni, the elbow macaronis, 3 minutes less than the manufacturer suggests. They suggest anywhere between 7 and 9 minutes. So we're probably gonna only cook it for 6-ish. So what we need to do is set the front, put it on medium, and we're gonna drop the butter in there. We're gonna let it melt down. To the 4 tablespoons of butter, we're gonna add 4 tablespoons of flour. What we're making here is a roux, and this is what's going to make the mac and cheese thick and creamy. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a quart of whole milk. And we're going to do it a little bit at a time so it doesn't get all clumpy on us. Now we're going to add 3/4 of a tablespoon salt and 1/4 of a tablespoon freshly ground pepper. And just stir that in. I've shredded Monterey Jack. Actually, this is a pepper jack, so it's got some, chili peppers in there. Add a little flavor to it. We're gonna put a little bit in at a time. We don't want to put too much cheese in there. See how it's melting? I have cheddar as well. Everything's better with cheddar. Okay, so this is where it all gets tied together, okay? So here's the pasta. It's a little al dente. So it's not completely soft, it's still kind of chewy, So we're just gonna put it all in here. Wow, it looks like grandmother's old Jello mold. That's okay. So now what we're gonna do is, we're gonna take the cheesy sauce. Okay. So the other thing I like putting in mac and cheese, is bacon. So here we got I think it's a half a pound of bacon. Okay, mix that in. And those poblano or pasilla chilies we worked on earlier. So you want to put in about a half a cup of, these are fresh breadcrumbs. I'm using sourdough. That's what we had in the fridge. I'm guessing you can use pretty much any type of bread. I still need to add the rest of the cheese, just sprinkle it up on top. That's what she looks like. We're gonna go put her in the barbecue now. With a fresh 3-zone fire, place the macaroni cheese in directly. And of course, put some wood chips in. It's been about 25 minutes. Okay, so the mac and cheese has had some time to sit and rest. When you first pull it off, it's pretty hot. It's almost like molten lava. This is what she looks like. You can smell the bacon. You can smell all the peppers. Oh, it smells so damn good. Let's give her a taste. Oh, it's really good. The heat from the jalapenos. It's got a little bite to it. Look, really creamy. It's really tasty. You should give it a try. So, once again, you've been watching Dave's Rib Tips. See you soon. I can say damn. I can say whatever I want.